millimeters. Okay? Because the science found different ecological dynamics of the fish in Kyoga, in Albert. These are different environments. That's where the law comes from, and that's why the law needs consultation. Consultation of people, consultation of science, consultation of different aspects. So that's where it comes from. 10 millimeters on Lake Kyoga, or on Lake Victoria, 80 millimeter Lake Kyoga, and on Lake Albert. Okay, that's the base of that. This one we can verify on another day when we have the tools, because we didn't come with we need to measure.
The one who brought the notes,
yes,
is part of you, okay?
Yes.
Can you show us the sizes you brought? Yes. Tell us the sizes. That's the mic of the field. Who will be ensuring that there is compliance? They are the ones who have brought the notes, so they should know. Honorable Speaker.
However, as I told sir, there are two issues. One, that there is 8 millimeters when it's actually smaller. Now, two, and more important, the measurement of these minutes is actually a scientific thing. They use micrometers, which they don't have here. Now you are asking us, no, you can't say, you're a scientist. You can't use a ruler to measure 8 millimeters.
Okay.
But however, sir, if that is the, I defer to you, if this is the way we want to do it, I would request for the principle. Because if you have the principle, and I can explain to you why 10 millimeters in Lake Victoria and 8 millimeters in the other lakes. It is because of the species. Because when you use a large net, you allow, for example, when you're fishing with a small net, let me use very, very simple science. You are going to fish the fingerlings, you are going to fish the small things, or move, or, no, let me, 10 millimeters was determined to be the size of the maximum size of a fingerling. So, madam, the basis, I was...
Colleagues,
madam,
Honorable President, let me first make it very easy.
I'm sorry.
Colleagues, you have technical people from government.
Yes, sir. It is
okay? Listen. The issue of science, I don't want us to be here fighting over science and all that. What we want is coexistence on the reps, okay, and practical. So we cannot, if government has invested in these people, to go study all these things, they come up with the regulations, with the science. Now, we cannot come here to defy science. That one, we have to make it very, very clear. We have to be very, very cautious in it. So conclude, I give my MPs a chance.
Using science
in
to
conclusion, the bigger, the smaller the net you have, the higher the chances that you're going to take everything from the lake. Therefore, what we do is we measure the size of the small one, of the young one, and we say these young ones can pass through the net, and these young ones will be captured. That's how we determine the size of the net for what lake and the species.
Now, by observation. Then what about?
No, I can't.
What about Lake Kyoga?
I cannot.
What about Lake Kyoga and Lake Albert?
Right.
PS, you're not listening to me now. You're the other side.
Speaker,
what about Lake Kyoga and Lake Albert? Why did you give 7?
Because there are different species in Lake Kyoga and Lake Albert.
What species?
And there are different species.
What species?
There are different species in Lake Kyoga, and even there are different species in Lake Kyoga and Lake Albert. And even the size of the fish of the same species are different in those lakes.
Okay.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, conclude.
Honorable Speaker,
every day,
that
PS has said their science shows for them to protect the fish in Lake Victoria, okay? You must use 10 millimeter.
Honorable Speaker, we are going to agree with him and go to start working because we have to go back to work. Let's go and test that as we shall come back to discuss through him also. Again, Honorable Speaker, we are requesting that also other issues to be looked at.
No, ebira tujja kubiraba.
Thank
Okay?
you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, lastly,
Yeah.
the type of the net, you determine from this. For example, by demonstration, I want to go down after showing you what they call chota chota. Chota chota, the net that the minister sent us to use, is invented to do research, getting small fish for aquatic insects for research. And that Ruseno, chota chota net, is only used when in cages. For example, if somebody can show it to
Where
you,
is the chota net?
allow me to go and demonstrate.
Yeah. Go for it. Give him the microphone. You have Honorable Peya, you have Honorable Hosenu.
This is what they call
You
also,
turn like this, yeah, so that you can be seen well.
this is Ruseno, our friend from Nairo Patch. When they say go and fish with the chota chota, they don't look about the mesh size. They just say you go and fish because they know this can't work. Then you stand in the boat. You put the lantern down on the lake. Then you stand here. They don't allow us on the lake shores. They want you in the boat. Then you carry this. This is the great risk that fishermen are going to face. You people from Nairo Patch.
Wait,
This is it, Honorable Speaker. You are in the lake. They want you 2 kilometers from the shoreline. And then you start putting this. Holding it alone. Other people are doing other features in the boat because there are 3 people in every boat. So we request that we review and resolve over this. Then this net,
so it can be designed differently.
yes,
Okay.
every type. This
So
is Mukene
on
sector.
that one, you want they change the design of the net.
This one, by God's grace, I will never allow even my son to go and fish using this. This type,
You turn like this, others see you.
this type again, people say that it is hurry up. But hurry up is what you design. Even the law here did not specify that fishers of Mukene will use this millimeter, I mean the, not method, actually one method, 2, the size panels. But we want to get the last solution. Let the Parliament or the Ministry of Agriculture bring the resolution is that we standardize the net so that the fishermen in the silverfish sector do not increase the net to unexpected size. So that's what we want. And we start with the fisheries people and the Nairo Patch friends and resolve this under our umbrella organization is.
Thank you.
Our humble request.
But for now, hurry up method is banned.
Hurry up method,
Right, Honorable.
it is bad.
Maybe the minister could explain because it is already set up of the nets. So we want the minister to put that clearly.
Yes, no, let me not disturb the minister. We have technical people. Let us agree on the principle, okay? Let's agree on the standard and principle because now
Mr. Speaker, this one will help.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker.
says I'm the one who is supposed to issue guidelines on nets, and there is a measurement mechanism I must use, and I don't have that equipment here. Can you insist on him to use eyes?
Mr.
But Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Speaker.
Mr.
That is the
Speaker,
cause of the conflict.
they carried the nets for us to see.
Right,
We should
Honorable.
see 10 millimeters here.
Mr. Speaker. We should see.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
I want Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, honorable colleagues, honorable colleagues. Yeah, Mr. Speaker. Why?
Right, Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Speaker. Another. Right, honorable Speaker. Right, honorable Speaker. Right, honorable Speaker. You see, we come from the fishing communities. I can be able to know, even without these measurements, this one is this size, this one is this size, because for over 50 years of my life, have been in the lake, so I know the sizes, even without
So can you show us the sizes?
So That's why we wanted them to tell us which size is this, which size is this, and we contradict them. So, but just a moment.
Just wait, Honorable Cooper. Our friends of the media wanted you to capture just the nets and all that. Kindly first give us a break again.
Right, Honorable.
Wait, Honorable Minister. Let our friends of the media first.
Right, Honorable.
It's important we found there is a very big conflict between those who are fishing Nairo perch and the ones fishing silverfish. And the conflict is in the methods being used. Because the ones of Nairo perch believe that the methods which have been allowed, including Lampara, especially Lampara, that it is the same as the one which is called hurry up, that depletes everything the moment you allow the net within the wreck. But the ones of silverfish are also saying the moment you don't allow Lampara and you allow, is it choka choka? Yeah, choka choka. Choka choka is so traditional and dangerous, especially when they on boats, they lose the balance and sometimes they fall in the water. So we have tasked the ministry to ensure that they meet these groups and try to show the boundaries between Rampara and Haria. Because that's where the point of contention is. They are saying use only choka choka, don't use Rampara because it is as close as hurry up and it depletes all kinds of fish and destroys the wreck, including the Nairo perch. So that one we've agreed that way. Then we have also agreed that the ministry do mobilize the manufacturers of fish nets so that the sizes which they are talking about are available to the fishing community. Because like the ones of Lake Albert, the one they are having are 5 millimeter, but the guidelines of the minister are saying you use 8 millimeter now. But they are saying we have nowhere to get them from. So we've agreed that the ministry is going to be proactive, mobilize the community, and ensure that indeed these nets are available. On the issue, the other issue was on the how the illegal nets are coming into the country. Because where are they coming from? If you're saying they are illegal, who is allowing them on the wreck? So we've agreed that the minister will link up with the Minister of Trade to ensure that UNBS and URA enforce this because they are passing on our borders, they are being allowed to be sold openly, and then after you run after those who are fishing. Finally, we had the contentious issue, of course, of harassment, where the MPs are saying the fishing community is being harassed. But I've not heard the fishing community, by the way, talking about it so much. This is mainly an issue we have to go back and dig deeper. The most contentious issue now that is with the fishing community is the issue of Rampara and the fishing methods that are being around. Because I have seen it's more now about, for the fishing community, it is more now about the tilapia, the Nairo perch group versus the silverfish group. I have given many of them a chance. No one has raised an issue to do with the harassment by the soldiers on the wreck. Okay? But we've also agreed that the UPDF unit in charge of fisheries, they should respect and involve all stakeholders, especially the members of parliament. When we are handling these issues, we handle them in a bipartisan manner. We don't want it to be an issue of opposition versus NRM, because also the ones of NRM were complaining. So stakeholder management is what I saw missing, but we've agreed we shall continue meeting over time to see how best we can address these issues. Finally, we have agreed that the regulations should be availed within 1 month so that we can be able to operationalize the law. Otherwise, these conflicting guidelines, like the ones of fishing silverfish on Lake Victoria, we have been informed that this is a regional decision, that nets should be not more than 10 millimeter. Okay? So now we cannot come as Uganda, we isolate ourselves from the rest of the East African community, and we say no, we allow nets of 8 millimeters the way the ones of silverfish we are requesting that we allow 7 millimeter, 8 millimeter, that if you insist on 10, you're more or less telling them that they get off the rake, you know. But the ones of Lake Albert, where we are allowing 8 millimeter, they are working well. So this will be solved very well by the regulations. The moment we sort out the regulation so that we can operationalize the law, then we shall be moving well. We've agreed to meet again in 2 weeks, and I hope we shall solve this issue. I don't see why we should have animosity on protecting a very critical resource for this country.
One, we have resolved with the Right Honorable Speaker that in 2 weeks we are going to come back and share more about fishing communities. And I want to appreciate, sometimes when you are in the house you don't understand what the fishermen are undergoing, but I want to thank the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker for giving time to listen to the MPs coming from fishing communities and those who were representing the fishers. Then too, we have also resolved that the issue of chota should still be applied because the lake has not increased. It is the population that has increased. So people should continue using chota and using lampara net should not be abused, because if they abuse, the APU will measure the mesh that they are having in the lake. So what we want to talk to our fishermen is the solution or resolution we have made here, that let them not abuse lampara net. But the issue of hurry up remain banned. Nobody should use hurry up, and sometimes they turn lampara to be hurry up. Nobody should be found using hurry up. The other thing, we have also noted that there is kind of fight between the Nile perch fishers and the silver fish fishers. Now, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker has told them clearly, let us accommodate one another. If people are selling waragi, the ones that are selling beers should not stop the smaller ones who are selling waragi. That was his comment. So I think what I noticed today is that, you know, every day when I wake up, when I go to bed, I am a lawyer, I'm a judge, I am, you know, everything from the fishermen. But now, problems is shared, our problems have solved. I feel when stakeholders come like this, including the Right Deputy Speaker, it makes the burden a bit off. But as government, we want to commit ourselves to see that the fishermen are supported, because fisheries is second to coffee in earning this country a lot of money. Fisheries gives a lot of money. So when you give a lot of money, you also, just like a cow, when you are milked and you have a lot of milk, you also need water, you also need good grass, so that you produce more. So I think as government, we really need to give attention to fishery sector in order to make a lot of production, because most of the people are crying now. But I want to make the fishermen to know the lake has never increased. It is the same. The population has increased, the demand has increased, but let us use the lake in a very, very sustainable way.
How far is tabling the regulations and the issue of the army terrorizing these fishermen?
The tabling of regulations to Parliament, we have agreed. The Parliament gave us 1 week, 1 month. Parliament gave us 1 month to table the regulations because we have delayed. And surely I apologize for the delay of regulations. But also I want the fishers to know, with or without regulations, they should respect the lake. They know the body fishing gears, and they should respect and sustain the lake. Now, the permanent secretary has requested that in 2 weeks' time, we are going to update in this meeting, we are going to update the right Deputy Speaker, how far we have gone with the regulations. Because regulations have to go through processes, including through the Solicitor General before we table. But we want to commit ourselves and promise the country that we shall bring soon the regulations and present to Parliament. The issue of the army torturing the fishers, I wish you had asked the spokesperson of the APU, but even with that, when I go to the field, I can assure the country, the army is no longer beating people the way it used to be. At least now, what happens is people complain of extortion, of them paying to be released. But even that, sometimes there is a lot of exaggeration, but also there are things going under the ground. Sometimes it is not here. It has been noted that sometimes not APU. Sometimes it is also some police within that area. There are also some armed officers within that area. Then in the lake, there are so many lake users, so many enforcers. Sometimes they put on uniform at night. However, those individuals in the army that have been caught torturing or doing anything, they have been excluded according to the APU.
Honorable, there's been a contention between directives that are issued between the ministry and FPU.
Now, the misunderstanding or the confusion in the directives, I gave directives in March that hurry up should not be used in the lake. Following the technical advice I was given by my ministry officials and also the research that only 3% of the fish was remaining in Lake Victoria, we decided that we ban the hurry up method. Now, if the APU commander gave any instructions, we have already harmonized them and we are going to work together. So don't expect any confusion anymore. You know, because when you are many stakeholders in the lake, confusion can happen, but we have harmonized it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
olw'okukkiriza nayita meeting eno okubanga tukkaanya ng'abavubi ate ne ba stakeholders. Kubanga bangadde ne tubadde tusinkana minisita, tusinkana prime minister naye nga tetufunayo kyamaanyi. Naye leero tubadde so optimistic era nga tukimanyi bulungi okuva tutandise zino meeting ez'enjawulo tugenda kufunamu ebirungi bingi nnyo. Tubadde n'ensonga nnyingi nnyo mu sekita y'obuvubi, naye ate ssaawa zino tulina critical issue nga issue esinga obulabe mu budde buno y'ensonga ya silverfish oba mukene, engeri abantu gye balina okuvubamu n'ebirina okukozesebwa mu kuvuba mukene. Ebyo nga biva ku directive oba ebiragiro ebyaweebwa minisita ng'awera okuvuba mukene okozesa enkola ya hurry up, ate omukyala owa FPU Commander Afande, Commander Masse bwe yavaayo ate naye n'awa directive. Enambika zino ebbiri oba directives z'abantu ababiri zireseewo obutabanguko wakati mu bantu baffe mu nnyanja wakati eri abamukene n'ab'empuuta nga batuuse n'okubanga buli omu atiisatiisa munne okugyawo obulamu bwe. Ekintu ekyo kikyamu nnyo. So olwaleero mu meeting eno gye tuvuddemu tukaanyizza nga tukubirizibwa Right Honorable Deputy Speaker. Ekisa kisooka okukaanyaako kibadde nti bonna abasibe abali mu makomera be baakwata babazeeyo mu kooti z'ebitundu byabwe basobole okuba nga bawuliza mu bintu byabwe, kubanga abantu aba relatives baabwe abantu tebasobola kuvaayo kujja eno. Ekyokubiri kye tukkirizaganyizaako kiri nti FPU oba ab'amagye agali ku nnyanja balekeraawo okutulugunya abantu baffe. Abantu baffe babakwate bulungi nnyo, ate abantu baffe nga balina okubawa ekitiibwa. Omuntu aba azizza omusango bamutwale mu mbuga z'amateeka ate nga bwe tugambye nga babeera batrayingibwa mu kooti eziri ewaabwe. ekirala kyetuyogeddeko oba kyetukanyizaako kibadde nti tugenda kuddamu tufune meeting ey'okubiri mu bwangu ddala mu weeks 2 ate era ne tukanya nti ministry ebyobuvubi n'aba Fisheries Protection Unit balina okubanga buli kye bakola balina okutwebuuzaako ng'abakulembeze oba ng'ababaka ba parliament kubanga tuli ba stakeholders nnyo ate nga balina okutuwa ekitiibwa. Ekirala tulina ensonga enkulu wakati w'ekitimba ekigenda okubanga kikozesebwa mu kuvuba mukene ekyalampala n'ekyotachota ne hariya ekibadde kikozesebwa ekya hariya gwe bamenyawo ne lampala net tugenze okukiraba wano nga abanyonyodde ate nga commissioner mwennyini assistant commissioner nga atulaga nti ebintu ebyo almost byebimu ate ne FPU commander n'aduumira amagye ku nnyanja naye nayogera bulungi n'atugamba nti ate lampala ne hariyapo byebimu. Kakati Deputy Speaker n'alagira nti tugende ku ground ministry tugende ku ground tukole consultations tusobole okudda mu weeks 2 nga bamaze okonsulting abantu wansi basobole okufuna enjawulo wakati wa lampala ne hariyapo kubanga balese n'ebitimba wali naye nga n'abamagye abasitudde okubireeta ekitwewunyisiza tebasobola na kubinnyonnyola. Kakati tugamba kakati mulukola enforcement kakati ate kijja kitenga temusobola kunnyonnyola ate ebintu byemulese then ekidira ekisembayo tuganze okukiraba nga abalese abavubi baffe okubonaabona ku nnyanja oba ekibaleetedde okubonaabona n'obwavu okubeesibako byo bino ebitimba ebimenya amateeka ebiyingira mu ggwanga Uganda era tubadde twebuuza nti bivaawa ate n'ekirala ebintu ebyo biwa n'omusolo kitegeeza bamala okubiwaako omusolo ne biyingira eggwanga biba tebimenya tteeka kyetusazeewo ku ekyo era nga tukyayongera okukirowoozaako tetujja kufunayo supplier ng'omuntu omu tumanye nti kakati ya supplyinga bino ate n'ebitimba ebyo bituuke ku ground nti omuntu ebamukwata nga alina ekimenya etteeka gavumenti nga alina okuwalirizibwa omuntu eyo amuwa ekintu ekitamenya mateeka. So tugenda kuddayo ku ground mu weeks 2 tujja kuba tuli wano ate ne tukanya nti permanent secretary ne minister we mu weeks 2 balina okudda batuwe update ku nsonga za regulation zituuseewa kubanga tuzeetaagira ddala kwa bino byonna byetooloola olw'okuba tetulina regulations mu sekta yaffe ey'obuvubi zentale eziri olwaleero.
Ennyanja ebadde ekyebyobuvubi ministry balwanagana n'amagye abavubi ba mukene balwanagana n'ab'empuuta amagye agali mu barakisi galwanagana n'agakwasisa amateeka embeera eyo yonna nga tesobola kufuula nnyanja ey'enkizo eri munnayuganda giganyulwamu. Tukanyiza twagala ab'ekitongole ministry yeegatte n'amagye nga gakyali ku nnyanja mu bumenyi bw'amateeka babeere n'eddoboozi limu. Twagala n'abavubi nabo beegatte abamukene ab'empuuta associations ez'enjawulo ab'engege bonna babeere mu fishing cooperative union ng'amawanga amalala bwe gakola gasobole n'okuyambibwako mu bavujjirizi b'ensimbi wabweru w'eggwanga mu gavumenti ate n'okufuna eddoboozi eryawamu okumalawo enkeeyana ennyanja ebeere ng'egasa buli omu olwaleero n'enkya n'omulembe oguddako.
Olwaleero kitusanyusizza nnyo nga tusisinkanye minisita akola ku by'obuvubi n'ekitongole ekikola ku kukuuma ennyanja eky'amagye. Kyetuyizeemu biringa 2 oba 3. Omukulu akola okukwasisa envuba embi n'ebitimba ebiyina okukozesebwa atuusaawo nga n'ebitimba tabimanyi sayizi yaabyo n'agamba nti nze okumanya sayizi nina okuleeta luula epima kyokka ate ne baba bakwata abantu eri ku nnyanja tebaba na luula. Kakati ono abadde yeetaaga luula kitegeeza nga tasobola kulaba kitimba kitegeera oyo yakwata envuba embi ku nnyanja. Kakati ne weewuunya nti abantu babakwata ne babateeka buteesi ku nnyanja tebabatendese tebalina ttendekero lyonna lye bagenzeemu ne bagamba nti mwe mugende mutulugunya abavubi bali eyo oba mukole bizinensi. Nabo bakikkiriza nti amagye kati tegakyakuuma nnyanja amagye kati gali ku bizinensi era bw'olaba ow'amagye ataddeyo mu yunifoomu manya nti avuganya na muvubi era naye azze kukola bizinensi ng'omuvubi omulala ow'ebbali. Kakati olw'okuba ono ayina emmundu asobola okugoba munno omulala ye n'agamba nti wano nze nina okuvubirawo. Ekyokusatu tukizudde nti amagye ekyagaleeta ku nnyanja nabo bakyerabira, tulina bajjukiza bujjukiza nti bakulu twabaleeta kukola kino. Olw'ensonga gwe baleese kakati ebyokukola ebyamuweddeko natandika kukola kampeyini tibasaba ne banyabo wano mbaleeteddewo kandidenti wange eyajja okuuma ennyanja kati ali ku kampeyini akola. Kitegeeza amagye ebyokukola byagaggwako, neffe tukkiriza ng'ebaddira abakalamojja ne babajjako emmundu ne babawa ebikozesebwa, ne bano be bajjako ebikozesebwa obubi babeeko kye babawa, kubanga nabo bannayuganda. Omukalamojja bamujjako emmundu ne bamuwa ssente ne bamuwa entandikwa, y'omuvubi bw'omujjako akatimba n'eryato eritakkirizibwa y'omuwaaki wano babasasula miggo na mbooko na kubasiba. Kale tukkiriza era njagala okwebaza Deputy Speaker olw'omulimu gwakoze okulaba ng'enkola y'ennyanja edda ku nteeko. Bannaffe ab'empuuta tukwatagana nabo bulungi, n'abamukene tukwatagana nabo bulungi. Bano omu n'abakkiriza ne batulwanyisa ab'empuuta ne bulwanyisa abamukene, n'abamukene ne mulwanyisa ab'empuuta, abanaasigalawo be bajja okutwala kubanga ennyanja bajagala. Kati gwe owamukene lwanyisa ow'empuuta, nawe ow'empuuta lwanyisa owamukene, anaasigalawo naye bajja mulwanyisa, bajja muwamba bamutwale. Mukwatagane mukolaganire wamu, owamukene asobole obeerawo n'ow'empuuta asobole okubeerawo. Naye owamukene bw'ogamba nti ogenda kuggyawo ow'empuuta n'ow'empuuta ogenda kuggyawo owamukene, kijja kutuuka ekiseera ffenna batugobe amagye gatandika okuvuba. Mwebale
bbiri si bituufu era tebiriiwo. Olwaleero kikkaatiriziddwa nti at least bavubenga ewiikisi bbiri bawummulemu ewiiki bbiri, era njagala bategeeza olwaleero bagende mangu ku nnyanja n'ennaku ziri ezibaweereddwa ez'ekizikiza ez'okuvubamu mukene. Era tetwagala mubeere wano nga mugamba mukolera ku kisa kya Lieutenant Simanyani Masse, temukolera ku kisa kye paka nga tufunye ennambika gitulowooza nti mu wiiki bbiri bwe tunaddamu okusinkana tugenda gikola erambike n'ebya cota kyandibadde tekikkirizibwa na kuvubisa kati ekola nvuba ya cota naye tugenda kukiteeka mu nnambika eneebeera mbulula nti wekiba kyakozesebwa mukikozese ku bbalama ly'ennyanja, so si mu nnyanja nga kilomita 2 zebakoze eki. So okulambika okwo kwe kugenda okuyambako abavubi, naye nva wano nga mbalagira nange mugende muvube ezo ewiiki 2 ezibaweereddwa.
Deputy Speaker olw'engagement eno gyatutaddemu n'abasirikale aba Fish Protection Unit ne Ministry awamu naffe ababaka abava mu bitundu ewali abavubi. Ekyamazima abavubi bali mu bulumi bw'amaanyi ewaffe awo ekamuwunga bwe baba bavaayo bamanyi n'okuwunya ku ppiki nti eva kutwala byennyanja ne bakusiba. So kati okutulugunya kw'abantu okwo kwe twagala kuggwewo, kubanga abantu ng'amagye tulina etteeka lye twayisa eribagoba ku nnyanja oba bakyakolayo ki, era simanyi lwaki ate lwe twogera nabo, kubanga awo simanyi lwaki etteeka ate terikola bulungi. Abantu baffe babatulugunya ate ne babatwala ewala ng'ate babakwatidde kumpi. So kati ekyo byebimu ku bintu byendaba nti Speaker abagambye omuntu oba mumukutte kale mumugolole naye kumpi, ate nebino enguzi yebizibu tibibo babitwalawa, kubanga ate owambye omuntu nti nvuba mbi ate naawe n'obikola ki, n'obitwala ate era n'obitunda. Kakati ekyo kyetwewuunya ekituufu kibeera ki? So kati nebaza nnyo Deputy Speaker, nsuubira nga wiiki 2 zatuwadde okuddamu okusisinkana, ate tunaaba tufunye bwino omulala okuva ku baamukene n'ab'empuuta n'ab'ebyennyanja ebirala.
Funze njagala okwebaza amanya Lusembo James nga nze chairman wa Silver Fish and Processors Association Uganda. Mu bufunze njagala okwebaza Speaker olw'enkola gy'ataddewo okuwuliriza abavubi baamukene. Kasookanga batuyimiriza emyezi 7 tubadde tetufunangako kuwulirizibwa, naye olwaleero abantu baamukene nze mbagamba titufunye essuubi era mube bakakkamu
eno ye goal esoose. Ekisooka tukkiriziddwa okuvuba Lampala. Abantu bangi batankana Lampala naye Lampala kyekino ekitimba ekibaddewo naye nga kiri mazzi mawanvu bwe kisembera ku lubalama olwo kiba kibi yeyo hali apo bwe kibeera mu mazzi amalungi oba amawanvu olwo kikola omulimu gwakyo gwe kirina okukola. So abavubi ba Mukene mubeere bakkakkamu budde bwonna tugenda kutandika